Is everybody good? Are you ready for this one? This is going to be such a fun day for us today. Here at A.P.E.X events, we like to do all kinds of different things. Some days, I'm ringing, are very serious. Other days are super fun, and this is one of those super fun days. We do have a couple people standing, and there are a few seats up here in the front if you want to come. There's like 3 seats up here, and I see a seat there, so feel free to take a seat if you'd like. It's so happy to see a full house for this group. Typical announcements, if you're in the class, don't forget to swipe in. And do your tweet for your 2 points, and the quiz, as usual, will open around 4 p.m. today and stay open for a couple of days. Also, for the class, if you need, should I just go without? You want to just turn me off? This is kind of annoying sound, yeah? Okay. Also, if you're in the class and you need or like to go to an extra event, there are 2 options for you tomorrow night. One is the theater department performance of Rosencrantz and Guildenstern Are Dead. That is in the Randall Jones Theater. It starts at 7:30 p.m. and Roxy will be there swiping people in if you want. The other is the Utah Symphony, which is in the Heritage Center. And if you're interested in going to that event, Jordan will be there and you can swipe into that. So you can get points that way by attending that and also doing the tweet for that if you want those. As usual, there'll be refreshments after today's event if you'd like. And I also wanted to make sure that everybody knows that if you want to make suggestions for speakers for future years or suggestions for events, you can just go to the website. There's the Suggest a Speaker tab, and we'd love to hear from you. Also, if you're a student and you have another event on campus that you'd like to get credit for, just let me know, and I definitely am open to making that work out for you. So just reach out anytime on that. Okay, so about our performers today. They are trained by some of the greatest names in improv comedy. Off the Cuff seeks to delight and entertain your funny bone with their hilarious, notorious, and uproarious brand of performance styles. Since 2004, the #1 mission for the group has been to educate in the field of improvisation, theater, and just being yourself on stage to achieve greatness. Off the Cuff performs every Friday night, so maybe some of you have seen them before, but if you get interested in this style of comedy and you want to see them again, every Friday night, 10 p.m. at the OTC Comedy Improv Training Center, which is 913 South Main Street. That's also all on the website, so we'd love to get a shout out for them, and if you like what you see and you want to see more of it, every Friday night you can go see their show. So without further ado, I would like to welcome to the stage Off the Cuff. Woo!
Hello. There it is. How's everybody doing today? Nice. Well, welcome. My name is Rev, and I'm with Off the Cuff Comedy Improvisation here in Cedar City, Utah. As was said before, we've been doing improv for about 13 years now here in Cedar City. First of all, is there anyone here who has seen Off the Cuff before? Seen an Off the Cuff show before? Awesome. Cool. So you guys are going to help me teach everybody else here some of the rules that we follow while we're doing a show here. So first of all, for all of you who have never seen a show, we have what's called the you rule. So whenever I say you, you'll shout back the audience as loud as you possibly can, all right? So let's give it a shot. You!
The audience!
Nice, nice. All right, let's try one more time. You!
The audience!
All right, now just the people who have been to an off-the-cuff show before. You!
The audience!
Now only the people who have never been to an off-the-cuff show before. You!
The audience!
Nice. Okay, cool. One more time together. You!
The audience!
Awesome. Cool. Cool. So whenever any of us say that, you'll just shout that back out to us. Now, the reason we do that is because we're going to be coming to you guys for suggestions to help inspire what we're going to be doing up here on stage for you today. Everything you're going to see up here is completely made up on the spot. It has never been done before, nor will it ever be done again. So this show is absolutely just for you.
Yes.
Nice. Awesome. So we'll be asking for suggestions, such as shout out your favorite place to go shopping. Just shout it out for us. Costco, Target, Hot Topic. We have a wide variety over on this side of different things. What did we have? The DI. Nice. Okay, cool. Awesome. Shout out your favorite holiday that isn't Christmas or Halloween.
Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving. What? What do we? Columbus Day. I like that we had one person who was like, thanks. Oh, somebody said it. That's a good one. That's a good one. Awesome. And just the first word that comes to your head. Banana.
Wombats.
Wombats. And with intensity. Wow. The look on your face when you said wombats. Wow. Awesome. So at any time, we'll be asking you for those suggestions. You'll shout them out. And we're going to use them to create what we're going to do up here on stage for you. Now, sometimes we play games that require an improviser to guess something that they don't know. So they will also need help from you.
Yes.
So when they're getting close to the correct answer that they are supposed to try to achieve, we'd like you to snap your fingers for them so they know that they're getting close. And if they get it right, we'd like you to applaud for them. Thank you. Awesome. Now, as was said before, if you like what you're about to see today, we do have a show every Friday night at 10 p.m. At our theater, which is 913 South Main Street, over by where the IFA is. Cool. So, you guys ready to have fun and improv with us this afternoon? Alright, okay, this side is. Let's hear from this side. Are you guys ready to have fun and improv with us today? I'm so used to saying tonight that I cut myself off there for a second. All right, then. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage, Off the Cuff! Nice. Today with Off the Cuff, you're going to be seeing Rev, Baldnate, Ava. All right, so to start us off, we're going to play a game called Rant. So I don't know if you guys can tell, but we're a little bit irritated. Thank you, Nate. So, what we need to get from you
Yes.
is something that really made you mad today. Cool. Wait, what? A deleted essay.
Oh, do you know what I really hate about computers in general? Is that the laptop computer is you're sitting there writing, right, all of a sudden, and all of a sudden you're like, somehow your arm hits the like little pad part, and all of a sudden you realize that you've typed like 3 paragraphs in the middle of some other paragraphs, and then you have to go back and be like, boy, where did it start? I can't find it.
The worst thing is when your laptop just randomly dies on you for some reason in the middle of something that has literally taken you, like if you were doing a graphic design project and you finally got it to look exactly the way you wanted it, and then it just deletes the whole thing because the entire thing turned off. And you're like, I knew I should have saved
I hate when you're applying for a job online, and so you write all this great stuff about yourself, and then you go to submit, it's like, did not submit, did not save. And you're like, all right, fine. So next one, you're like, just give me the job.
I really hate too when your computer dies, you've written something, you can never write it the same way again. You're like, there's no way! It was perfect last time, and now I have to read, never mind. There's the paper.
When you're typing, but your brain is going faster than you're typing, it's like, so the other day I ate a giraffe?
I hate when you've looked at a sentence so long while typing it that nothing about it seems normal anymore. Like it could be the most normal sentence.
I hate that happens when you're looking at a word, and you're like, tomorrow. Tomorrow. How do you spell tomorrow? When someone's like, T-O-L-O-R.
I know the word color is spelled C-O-L-O-R, but why does that feel wrong to me now? Should I do the British spelling of color? Add a U in there? Color? I just don't understand.
No. Do you know what I always hated the most about writing essays? Is I hated when they were like, and then cite your work using this specific thing, and you're just like, I don't want to. We don't know where I'm getting this from. I'm getting it from Wikipedia, and all I'm going to do is copy the thing. Let's all be honest with each other.
I hated tests that combined that you had to use a Scantron, but then had one essay question expected you to write it on that tiny little line area on the Scantron.
You know what I hate in general is Scantrons. We're in 2018. We should not have to do a Scantron anymore. On top of that, they should be terrible. It's just take a hole in it when I try to erase.
Or when you're trying to erase, rather than going away, it spreads like an oil spill on the paper. It just gets bigger and bigger. Like, it doesn't make sense.
I hate it when you're taking a test, you get to one, you're like, I know the answer is C, but the last 3 answers were C. But I know that this one is C, and you just start to be like, oh God, okay. What am I doing? I once had a teacher that made every answer C just to mess with us. And it worked. We had almost walked out of that test, and we were like, I don't know what happened, but I'm not sure if I even know who I am anymore.
I hate it when multiple choice questions have both all of the above or none of the above as it, because then you're like, what is even true anymore? There's
Dude,
some
I
of
hate
the
true and
above.
false questions because I'm always like, well, you know, you can always argue both sides. That could be this, it could be that. I don't know. I mean, who knows? What about in Africa? I mean, maybe it's different. You know, and then I like talk myself into it. By the end of it, I'm just like, I don't know. I remember thinking I knew all this stuff.
You know what I hated? I hated that I took a philosophy class and then never went to the class, but I thought I might be able to still pass the final at the end of the class. Philosophy class is not a class you can do that in because everything on that test, I had no idea what it was.
I hate when you're sharpening like a number 2 pencil, like the second you're pulling it out, the lead breaks. So like you put it in to sharpen it again.
Yeah. No, I hate the fact that one time at SUU, I had, before my final was an oral exam, we went up to the top, we picked out of a bowl a question, and you had to answer it, and it was pass or fail. I will tell you, it was the most nerve-wracking one ever, but all of us in that class knew everything about that subject. We were like, hit me, I'm ready. Greek theater? Oh, I got it. Because we were all so scared. And our teacher was tiny, and this Christy present, she looked like she's just like, she at Hogwarts. And she was so mean that day.
Going back to number 2 pencils, because I'm passionate about those things, is I don't know why you get like this much eraser, like 5 feet of pen, right? Like, a little bit more is all you need, and then you get down to you're like biting the end.
I also hate it when the eraser has gotten so old that it's hardened into a rock, so you go to erase and it just rips the paper across. Just like tear a
I
line.
hate the fact that when you bring up a question, you go like, why is there a number 2 pencil? Like, who uses number 1 or number 3? And after there's some art student around who's like, actually.
It's frustrating.
It's shooting, and I'm like, oh.
You know what I hate? I hate mechanical pencils, and I'll tell you why. Because every time I try and put the lead in, like I'm pushing it, it's like, it falls right through. I'm like, okay. And you try and shove it back through the other side, and it snaps in
I
half.
hate when you have one of those clicker pens and it's already out to begin with, but you have it out and you push the wrong side and you stab yourself, and then you die of ink poisoning.
That happened to you?
I also hate it when you have a mechanical pencil and it's just a series of you clicking out more lead, it breaking immediately upon contact to the paper, clicking out more, breaking, clicking out more, breaking. What's the point of this?
Mechanical pencils is whenever I run out of lead, I never buy a new pencil. New lead, I just buy new pencils. I'm just like, oh, this one's defective. I'm so American sometimes. I'm just like, I'm done with that one. I can't buy lead. That's too much to ask. I also hate that they have lady pens and pencils. Come on now. Yeah, you don't think that?
No.
You know there are 2 kinds of pencils. Normal pencils, guy pencils, lady pencils. What is that? I don't need a lady pencil.
Yeah, then it's like.
Vic made a lady pen, and all I can tell you is it was pink and cost more. So let me start talking about the inequality of sexism. Because I can't.
You know what I really hate? I hate Cedar City's ravines that they have, and when you go into a parking lot, you know, normally you just go and you're like, just like this. But here, you go and you have to like bridge over the Grand Canyon.
Or I hate those when it snowed and you think you're stepping on normal ground, but you're stepping in one of those canyons, and it's like you fall down a glacier in Antarctica. It's like, yeah, you gotta go down to survive. There's no need for that.
I hated that in the wintertime. I think I'm cool if I'm able to stay on top of the snow for a really long time, like walking really carefully, and then I get really disappointed in myself when I actually fall through the snow.
Like everybody's going to.
Yeah, everybody does that, right, guys? No, just me? Okay, cool. No, some people have. Awesome.
I love it when it snows and you're the first person to walk across it somewhere. I feel like a great explorer. Like, this is the first time someone's treading upon the snow.
I really hate when you're like the second person, you're like following the person,
Yeah.
and all of a sudden there's no more, and you're like, no!
Where did they go?
I also hate it when snow has been around for more than like 3 days and it just becomes this ugly gray stuff everywhere, on everything, inside my car in weird places. No, like up in the wheel
Does your
wells
car
and
not
stuff.
have a heater? I hate when I'm driving, my car has a sensor that tells me where the road is slick, but that's usually like after I'm spinning, so it's like, yeah, thanks car, I figured it out on my own though. But also, I hate ice, right? It's super slick until you touch it with your bare hand, and and then it's an ocean of razor blades, right? It doesn't feel slick then, it just hurts.
I hate ice skating. I'm just gonna say it. I hate it. The skates hurt my feet. I don't understand it. I don't look beautiful like they do in movies. I've never had a cube meet. Half the time I'm there, even when my husband was supposed to be romantic, I'm on my butt going, why do people do this? I'm cold.
I also hated rollerblades as a kid for almost the same reason. I could never stop on rollerblades. So if I was on a hill, I would just have to jump onto someone's lawn and hope it would slow me down fast enough before I hit their front
Yeah,
door.
what I hate about rollerblades is that the top was in the back, so I was an old school girl who liked to roller skate. And my mom got me roller skates from the GI, and I would roller skate, so my first time at rollerblades, I was like, stop! Stop! And it just keeps going because
I hated roller skates though too because the brakes were in the front, so I was going fast enough. If I tried to brake, I would just trip over it.
Where do you want the brakes?
I don't know. I was not good at sports, guys.
I
Ever.
like that you can go roller skating up the slope.
Yes. Yes, it is. There's roller derbies and stuff with rollerblades nowadays, probably.
Yeah.
You know what else I hate? I hated that we don't use big wheels anymore. Does anybody remember big wheels? Those really awesome three-wheeled vehicles as kids?
You know what I really hate? I really hate that we don't have flying cars. I feel cheated. I watched the Jetsons as a child.
You know what I hate?
I watched
We don't have
Back to the Future.
teleporting machines.
Okay, I knew that they were supposed to have
You're
flying
there,
cars
so
and
it's
other
easy.
boats.
So we don't have hovering like skateboards as well, because that's supposed to be a thing as well. And Back to the Future is generally light
Crap.
ton. Alright, that was great, ladies and gentlemen. That feels really good. We got a couple of things off our chest. Hopefully it helped you guys out too. So the first game we're going to be playing is forward and reverse. I'm going to be handing the microphone over to Bald Dane. Give it up for Bald Dane, everybody.
All right, we're playing a game called forward and reverse. What's going to happen is 2 grand improvisers are going to be doing a scene. And then the third improviser is going to be a superhero that has never been named or made up before. So, what's going to happen throughout the scene, anytime I see something that I can like, I can either make them go forwards or backwards at any given time. So, who's going to be the superhero?
I guess I am.
Okay, Wendy's going to be the
really
superhero.
impressed with this game.
You're wearing the exact same shirt.
Alright, so I need a superhero that's never been made before. That's making up right on the spot, something very physical.
Kleenex Man.
What's that?
Kleenex Man.
Kleenex Man? Something more physical than that.
He's going.
Manta Ray Man? I would go with Captain Can't Do the Splits. And I need an unlikely world crisis.
Yeah, everyone's doing the splits.
That has nothing to do with the splits.
Sharknado.
What was that? There is a pickle shortage.
That's just too sad to even
Yep.
pretend.
Pickle shortage, forward reverse.
Go, you got it open.
Reverse.
Woo, you got it open.
Forward.
Oh, you got it open.
Reverse.
Oh, you got it open.
Forward.
Oh, you got it open. Woo. You've been working on that thing forever.
Yeah, I mean, wait a second. What?
Reverse.
What? Wait a second.
Forward.
Wait a second.
Reverse.
What?
Forward.
Wait a second.
Reverse.
Wait a second.
Forward.
Wait a second. What?
Reverse.
What? Wait a second.
Forward slow motion. Forward.
Ah, this whole jar is empty. What?
Reverse.
This whole
Forward.
This whole jar is empty.
Reverse. Forward. Reverse. Forward. Reverse. Forward. Reverse. Forward. Reverse. Forward slow motion.
You got it open! No! Check the secret spit!
Secret spit.
No, the secret pickle stash!
Reverse.
My sandwich was a big
What do I do with that pickles?
Forward.
No!
What do I do with that
My
pickles?
sandwiches will be bland.
Reverse.
No, not quite.
Oh, Captain can't do the splits.
Can't do it.
Captain can't do splits. We have no pickles.
What?
Reverse.
What?
Forward.
What?
Reverse.
What?
Forward.
What?
We have no pickles. Even the secret stash is gone. Yeah, go look.
Yeah.
Oh, wait.
Can't do it.
Reverse.
Just try again.
Can't do it.
Forward.
Try, but I can't do it.
That's right.
It's a dark day for all of
I
us.
know it is.
I might not be able to do the splits. But I can pickle cucumbers. Do you have cucumbers?
Of course.
Yes, of course we do.
Give me all the cucumbers!
Okay.
Open up the cube.
Reverse.
Open up the cube.
Okay.
Give me all the cucumbers!
Forward.
Give me all the cucumbers!
Okay.
Open up the cube.
Reverse.
Open up the cube.
Okay.
Give me all the cucumbers!
Forward.
Give me all the cucumbers!
Open up the cucumber trap door.
Reverse. Forward. Reverse. Forward. Reverse. Forward.
Toss me cucumbers.
Reverse. Forward. Reverse. Forward.
That's all.
That's all of them.
There's only 2 bundles?
I got it forward
Alright. We are going to play another game. Sorry, but in order to play this game, I'm going to need help from you!
Yes.
So I need 2 of you who want to volunteer. Okay, perfect. You 2. Can you go ahead and get your cell phones out for me? I'm getting them to the text messages. I know, we don't tell you that ahead of time, huh? Now you're like, So we're going to play a game called Cell Phones and a Mediator. While they're getting their text messages up on their phones, the way that this game works is who's our mediator? Well, Nate. So, Rev and Dave can always say lines for what they see on the text messages of these phones. Well, Nate can say whatever he wants. So thank you for our volunteers. Give our volunteers a big hand. All right, so what I need to get from you is the location where a lot of action can be taking place. Oh, great. Okay, so you guys are at a roller skating rink, or as Rev might call it, a sports arena.
It is right, yeah.
So you're in a roller skating rink. Cell phones and mediator.
See, guys, this is going to be fun. We've never roller skated before, right? This is going to be a good time.
My mom is sending us some money right now.
Okay, first off, your mom doesn't need to send me any money. That's weird. And why are you showering, Jonathan? Okay, like,
I'm changing just in case.
you don't need to change. We're already at the place. You don't need to shower and get dressed.
All right, be there in 20 minutes.
No, you're right here. It doesn't take that long. You're right here.
He's bringing you more chips.
We don't need chips. It's a roller skating rink. We're going to be going around in circles. We need skates, but not any chips.
No worries. I'm the queen of forgetting things.
Okay, I'm not going to refute that point, Cassandra, but the roller skating rink closes at 8, so we need to get to it, you guys.
Ah, I see. Well, sorry again.
They are here yet.
We are here. All of us are here.
JK, they just got here.
the review. I won't be needing to switch.
Thanks, though. Well, good, because I didn't want to switch you, Cassandra. Okay, just guys, it's getting like, let's just have a good time.
I might take you up on that.
Good. I want you to take that on that. Brent,
Thank you.
you're welcome. See, there we are. This is the energy I'm looking for. All right, let's get out there and like have a good time.
So I'll get reimbursed?
No, why would I reimburse you? We're hanging out. You don't reimburse friends.
Oh, I gotcha. Yeah, I'll be there.
No worries. You'll be able to find me in the cafeteria right next to the living room.
We're not, okay, I'm not going to go searching for you. We are already here at the roller skating rink.
Let's meet up at the living room.
No, here. We don't need to leave to come here. We've already met up, okay?
I just got my teeth cleaned, so I'm not sure if I can afford to do it again.
We're not, no.
What does it cost total?
You paid $5 at the door, the same as everybody else here, Cassandra.
You're in the Centro?
No, we're in the roller skating rink.
So I'll get reimbursed?
Money is not a thing that's happening anymore. Here inside, we have paid, Cassandra.
Perfect. Just heading on my way now.
No, we're here, in the spot. There's no further to go.
You are so welcome.
For what? For what, Cassandra?
I don't think that'll work with my schedule. We'll have to come up with something in advance for the future.
Future is down. This is advanced. This is here, today. It is happening tonight. So help me. We are gonna skate.
Where?
Right here! In the rink that we're standing in!
Oh, goody!
Now let's get out there and have some fun!
Girlie, you coming to softball tonight?
Yeah, no problem. Since our meeting's at 5 tonight, how long will our meeting be in total?
I thought Mondays and Thursdays were my off days. I'll get ready right now.
Why are you taking off your skates? Why are you taking off your skates, Cassandra?
We'll probably need more buns.
No, we're not. We're not eating, or we're not doing softball, we're not paying money. We're gonna skate and have fun!
Do you still have my permission slip?
No. Jonathan, you're 22 years old. You don't need a permission slip.
I gave it to you last week!
That doesn't matter. You don't need one. All right? I'm not a chaperone and you're an adult.
Oh, yes, I have it.
Oh. Just skate and have fun now.
You know anything about Fallout 3?
Like the video game?
Ah, well, there's a dog named Dog Meat.
And?
What happened?
Mom wants you to bring your Desert Rose application with you.
Okay. I told Mom I have no interest in going to Desert Rose, okay? Guys,
I'm not awake.
you are. You're looking at me right now, your eyes, you are awake.
Why are you still awake?
Because we're at a skating rink to have fun, Cassandra!
You okay?
No, I'm not okay.
What's up?
My blood pressure. I just want to skate with my friends and have some fun.
I was just wondering if you're in town.
I'm 3 feet away from you, Cassandra, okay? All right? Yes, I am in town. We're in town together.
Oh, cool. I didn't know that.
You didn't know that. You've been talking to me for a little while now.
Sorry I couldn't come to the thingy.
What? You're at the thingy. You're at the thingy now, Jonathan.
Was it fun?
No, it's not. It's not fun.
Thank you to our wonderful people who are on their cell phones. You don't too hard to. All right. Up next, we're gonna play Late for Work.
All right, this is a game we call Late for Work. Who has been late to something before? Right, we all have. Who's come up with some pretty good excuses before? Right, we've had them, our dog ate our homework or whatever. So what we're gonna see now is a game where an actor on stage who is Wendy is gonna leave. Say goodbye to Wendy. Hi, Wendy. She's gonna go in our soundproof booth, also known as the outside. Okay, I don't know if this is on, but is it on? No? Yeah.
The audience.
There's a pretty basic reason why you'd be late for work.
Flat tire.
Flat tire. Flat tire?
Flat tire.
Flat tire it is. Alright, so now I need to get from you.
The audience.
There's a little bit crazier reason. Maybe it doesn't even happen for real. Another reason they might be late for work.
We stopped by Brad Pitt.
Stop by Brad Pitt, and he gave you a speeding ticket. Okay, Brad Pitt issued you a speeding ticket after you got your flat tire.
Okay, Brad Pitt issued a speeding ticket.
And now a third reason, even crazier than that.
Alien.
Got attacked by a dragon? Attacked by a dragon and a T-Rex
In the elevator.
in the elevator.
Attacked by a dragon and a T-Rex in an elevator.
Yes. So we're going to review those here in a second. What's going to happen up here on stage is Nate's our boss, yes? Nate is our boss. And Wendy's going to come in, and Rev needs to pantomime those three things we just talked about to Wendy and have her guess what those things are, okay? So let's review those real quick again. What are those three things?
Got a flat tire.
Yep.
Brad Pitt issued a speeding ticket. And got attacked by a dragon and a T-Rex in an elevator.
Yes. Perfect. So what do we get from you?
The audience.
Where do these guys work?
Oh.
The Pentagon. You
Oh.
work at the Pentagon. Let's bring Wendy back in with, hey Wendy!
Hey,
Sir, clearance. I've got it, so I'm good, sir. Yes,
Okay,
sir.
Janet,
Yeah.
you are 2 hours late
Yes.
to a war meeting council.
Right.
All right. War council meeting. I will say it how I want to. Don't you correct me. I am a general.
Sorry, General, sir.
I'll forgive you if you have a good reason.
I have a lot of good reasons.
Well, I would like to hear those,
It's
Janet.
been quite a morning for me.
This is a war council meeting,
I was driving my car,
as one would coming to work.
and I ran something over. No, it just stopped. It was a big, I have a flat tire.
Okay. But as a tire change champion, I know how quickly you can get that done. So that's not a 2 hour late
I don't need any
excuse.
tools, I just do it with my bare hands.
Yeah. I mean, you got mad skills. I'll give you that, Janet.
Yes. That's not the only thing.
Okay.
that
All right.
happened.
Let's hear it. Let's hear it.
Obviously, I mean, I take my work here with putting on a roof.
Yes, you should. It's the Pentagon.
So I was driving again, so I got back on the road, changed my tire. I started getting mad.
Yeah.
Road rage. I put my foot on the gas, and I was like, I'm out of here. I was going, and then a police officer came up behind me.
Can you believe this?
No. Just carrying these files.
Larry and his back file.
Yeah.
So, police officer came, and I was like, don't you know who I am? I work at the Pentagon. He was like, I'm still writing a notebook. I'm still writing a ticket for you. And I left. I left. He was writing me a ticket. And I left. He was writing me a ticket because I was speeding. He wrote me a speeding ticket, and the police officer was writing a speeding ticket for me, for you, for him. Okay, so
Speeding, and she's a government official.
I mean, you gotta do it when nobody's looking.
See that?
So I got pulled over, and the police officer wrote me a speeding ticket, and the police officer was Brad Pitt from Seven. I did not tell him what was in the block.
Yeah.
Too bad.
He does like to moonlight as a law enforcement official a lot.
Yeah, but it was the dreamiest
Yeah, well.
ticket I've ever gotten.
All right. But that's like an hour late.
Yes.
This is 2 hours.
I said I had reason.
Okay, all right, let's hear it.
Gosh, it was a weird morning.
Oh, fair enough.
So I was waiting for the elevator to take me down here to the Pentagon
Yes, 'cause-
war room. I was in the elevator. And a Tyrannosaurus Rex.
Okay.
A Tyrannosaurus Rex plus a dragon. There was a Tyrannosaurus Rex and a dragon were fighting. I was fighting a dragon, and a Tyrannosaurus Rex saved me. I was waiting for it.
T-Rex and dinosaur dragons yet?
Well, Mr. Trump said so.
Okay. All right, they're allowed to be in the building, so.
So there was a dragon, and I was waiting by the elevator. And as I was waiting, there was a Tyrannosaurus Rex and a dragon fighting inside the elevator, outside the elevator. They wanted it. They were fighting about stuff. I was like, save me. Hit, punch. And then the dinosaur, and then I smiled. They were fighting me. They were fighting each other. They were fighting me. I was fighting a dragon and a dinosaur. I was an innocent bystander to a dragon fight and a dinosaur fight that was happening in an elevator on either side of me. They looked at me. They took me out. They saw me. What does this mean?
I think that's something to indicate like aggressive military action towards you.
So, okay. So a dragon and a dinosaur declared war on me.
Yeah.
You left the Wendy, left the whole thing.
All right, so we're going to be playing a game called Revolver. The way this game works is, thank you. Some people like this game. That's awesome. We also like this game. Our three improvisers here are going to be set up in a triangle pattern up here on stage. As soon as we figured out a triangle, we'll get this game going. It's okay. We're all right. Okay.
We know triangles.
Triangles are hard. There's 3 whole angles. So our 2 improvisers here at the front will have a suggestion for a scene. We'll also rotate through, and each set of 2 improvisers will have a different suggestion for a different scene that I'll be rotating through as I see fit. So what I need to get from you,
The audience.
for Disco Dave and Bald Nate, I need a location that could fit on this stage.
Batcave.
The Batcave, awesome. Rotate. For Wendy and Dave, I would like a line of poetry.
To be or not to be?
To be or not to
Good
be?
question.
It's a good question. And for Bald Nate and Wendy, I would like just the first word that comes to your head.
Gumdrops.
What?
Carl.
Oncology? No. Okay. Oncology.
You like stunk. You were like,
Yeah. I was hoping he wouldn't hear me. What else? What else? What have we got? Parkour. Nice. Parkour. So we went from oncology to parkour.
They're practically the same thing.
All right. Let's rotate and review.
Go back, Dave.
Backtrack.
To be or not to be?
Parkology.
Parkology. Oncology. Parkour.
Parkourology. Yes.
Parkourology?
Sure. They're going to keep rotating until I tell them to start. As I said before, we're going to be seeing 3 different scenes. We'll be rotating through them and coming back to them. When they come back to the scene, they could come back at the exact same moment they left, or the time could have passed. We'll see what happens. And begin.
Any second now they're going to put up the cast list.
I know.
You're probably going to get it.
No way.
You're like really
way.
good.
No, I'm not. No, you're the best. You're the
No.
best. No. I saw.
Please.
I was in the back. You didn't see me. I was in the back during your audition.
I saw your audition.
What?
Yeah.
You did?
Yeah.
What?
The person next to me was like, that's Hamlet. I was like,
Wait. I was auditioning for Hamlet?
yeah, that's why it was so good, because people thought you were actually being crazy. It was awesome.
Rotate 1.
Hey, John.
Hey, what's up, Amanda?
I thought we had made some really specific rules about what parks we could each come to, and this was my park, but fun.
Okay, all right. No, I very clearly stated Tuesdays and Thursdays. I'm at the Jefferson Memorial Park, which is here.
No, I got Tuesdays and Thursdays at the Jefferson Memorial Park. I made it very clear.
No, okay. How am I supposed to be doing some sick flips off a bunch of crap
Okay.
with you here, Amanda? All right.
I had Jefferson Memorial on Tuesdays and Thursdays.
That doesn't sound right to me at all. That doesn't sound right to me at all.
Oh,
All right.
really?
If there's one thing I know more than sick flips, it's remembering calendar dates, Amanda.
Oh, sure.
All right.
Except for our first date. Couldn't remember that when we were together.
Okay, well maybe.
Rotate 1.
Hey, Batman!
Oh, gosh. How'd you find my secret lair?
I just followed you home.
Oh.
You left the door unlocked. Can I be your new sidekick?
We
I'm just gonna keep coming back.
I know you will.
Your butler feeds me.
David, help her!
Sorry, son. I thought he was a stray dog.
I know everyone gets confused with that.
Yeah, well, I'm 1/16 stray dog, so I get it.
That is a cool name for a sidekick, Stray Dog Boy, but that strikes fear into the heart of people.
I can be scary. See that?
That was something.
It was my scary face.
Listen.
We can fight crime.
Oh, you rather could.
My parents died tragically too.
You did?
Not really.
Oh.
Rotate 2.
Okay. Well, I said that I would switch, and now you're here on a Wednesday. Last time we talked, I said fine. I'll take Monday, Wednesday, Friday.
I thought you said switch
Oh
ironically.
my gosh. Why would I say switch ironically?
Because you do things ironically,
Okay, the
Amanda.
only thing I do ironically is be in a relationship with you.
Okay, alright. Okay, you know what? We're clearly heated.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Alright.
I just want to come to the park. That's it.
I want to come to the park too.
Okay, so what days can we come to the park?
Okay.
Without each other being there.
Okay. Every other day. Just every other day.
It doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, it does.
That's what we said the first time.
Okay, I thought you said that ironically, Amanda.
Reverse 1.
What? Surprised. I wasn't expecting it. You got part 2. Look, you're handmaiden, so that's cool.
I've always wanted to be a handmaid.
Well, that's good.
Yeah. They have to put it way down at the bottom.
I know. And it looks like it's in like 9.5. This looks like it's in 16 or something. So it'll be fun. We're gonna play together.
Yeah, we'll be in the same play.
Yeah, we don't have any scenes together probably.
Not handmaid doesn't help out with Hamlet, huh?
Not a lot,
I didn't
no.
really ever read the play, so I'm not really sure about it.
Oh yeah, no, she's just there for one scene when Gertrude talks about how Ophelia died.
Oh, gotcha.
So,
So who's Gertrude? Let's see. Oh. Yeah.
me too.
Oh, yeah.
Reverse 1.
Oh man, but I was wrong. That wasn't a bomb. It was just a burrito. So, but I disarmed it either way.
Yeah, that's
Say,
true. That was my lunch, though.
oh,
I'm hungry still now.
it's weird that you eat bombs.
All right, listen. I got something to tell you.
What's up, Batman?
I want you to be my sidekick.
What?
Yeah.
Oh god!
Yeah. Whoa. There's no touching.
I'm sorry.
No one touches these pecs, okay?
Okay, all right.
No.
Can I?
That's what happened to Robin. He tried. Anyway. Listen, you're my new sidekick.
All right.
What I
Okay.
really
All right.
need you to do.
I'm trying not to cry right now.
Don't cry. It's not becoming a sidekick. Is that your happy or
No, it's me trying to
Okay.
cry.
Okay, listen. You're calling attention to us.
Sorry, Batman.
It's okay. This time. What's that?
I'm trying not to cry.
Okay. Just cry.
Okay. All right. I got it out of my system. I got it
So
out
what
of
I
my
need
system.
you to do,
What?
first we need to change your name. Stray Dog Boy just isn't doing it for me, okay?
Name me after another small bird.
Okay?
Rotate 4.
3, 4.
I really like what you're doing, but I think it looks. I don't like what you're doing. You know what I mean? Like, I don't mean to be rude, Mrs. Simpson, but as Hamlet and Gertrude and Ophelia, I just feel like the way he's talking is really not giving me what I need.
I'm a handmaiden.
Also, do you understand you're a handmaid? No, it's not a
How will they know I'm a handmaiden?
They just know.
They know?
Yeah.
Sure?
Yeah. It's okay.
I'll try again. Okay, yeah.
I'm Gertrude now.
Has anyone seen a handmaiden?
Miss Simpson, he's talking when he's not supposed to be talking.
No, it's just I didn't know who I am.
No, that's
Everyone knows who you are. You're 3 parts. They don't know who I am. What? What? Okay, I'm sorry.
You're not supposed to say you're a handmaid.
I know. Well.
It takes away from the Shakespearean text.
Oh. Got it. Okay.
Okay.
Forsooth, a handmaiden of beauty.
Rotate 1.
Seriously?
I thought you said, like, don't show up on Christmas ironically, Amanda.
Oh my gosh. This is Christmas with my family. What are you doing?
So, what's up, Mrs. Johnson?
Mom, it's fine. No, we did break up. It's fine.
Look, I miss you, Amanda.
Are you coming to these places on purpose because you want to get back together?
Yeah.
Yeah, what's the reason?
I've been flipping, but it's not sick without you. It's just a flip.
Why didn't you just say that?
Look, Amanda, I know I sick flip well, and I guess debatably don't read calendars well,
No.
but I especially don't share my feelings well.
Obviously. The reason why we broke up was because I said you don't communicate very well with me.
It's true, you said that.
Yeah.
If only I could make my heart do sick
Okay.
flips.
It's not gonna work.
Can we just try this again? There's a lot of people
You're
in this
making my
park.
family.
Okay, sorry, Mrs. Johnson.
It's my grandmother.
All right. Okay, I'm
It's
sorry.
Christmas, and I'm leaving because you're here.
I don't want to have.
Please just go.
I don't want to have Christmas without you. That guy gets it.
Rotate one.
Oh man,
Yeah,
I took down that mugger.
that's my grandma.
Oh, that explains why she's like, oh, Bruce is my grandson. I thought it was a boy. It seems like something a criminal mastermind would say.
They don't even know my secret identity.
Oh, they do now.
Thank you, everybody. We've got just a little bit of time left, so we thought we would open it up for a little Q&A. If anybody had any questions for us, we've been in town for 13 years now, so if anybody wanted to ask any questions,
The A is for answer.
thank you. Okay, well done. Sure, okay.
Thank you.
All right, thank you,
Me
Sam.
and a low one.
A squat.
Well, if there are questions from the audience, we'd love it, but you guys know me by now that I always have tons of questions. So I'm sure a lot of people would like to know, how do you practice this? Do you practice? Do you rehearse?
Yeah.
What's that like in the group?
So, improv is a lot like sports, actually, in terms of the way that we
Roller
practice.
skating.
Roller skating is rough. Yeah. No, we practice. We go through reps. We do scenes. We just rehearse. We might practice a specific game a few times to let it see how it feels with us. Because it's just like any sort of team sport, right? So you do your reps. You practice how you're going to do something, but when the game comes, you don't exactly know how the execution is going to go forward. And all you have to rely on are your teammates who also were there doing the reps, and you take what's given to you from the other team and you just make it work with what you have. And that's exactly what we do. So the audience is like not who we're playing against, but who we're playing with, and we just rely back onto our teammates and the reps that we put through.
And do you have a regular rehearsal schedule? Like, is it certain days every week for
Yeah.
a certain chunk of time?
Yeah, we usually do 2 hours a week of rehearsal, once a week. Sundays for a while is what was worked best for us because we all have like so much going on. It's like the one day nobody has anything going on, for the most part. And then we also do like meetings, so our like business side of stuff has a whole other separate meeting that happens 2 hours a week. And then we have groups that we teach, and that teaching happens for 2 hours a week, and then another group we teach for 2 hours. So it's a big,
Cool.
I have to do a lot of
How
stuff.
did you all come to improv? Were you in other areas of acting, or was it just improv first, love at first sight? How did it for each of you maybe?
Yeah, let's go down the line. I did like little improv things in like high school, and then I did some workshops with Comedy Sports up in Salt Lake, and then Whose Line Is It was really big then, and I just really fell in love with it, and I was like, man, there's something here. It's like a performance thing, and then a friend of mine moved to Cedar City, and he's like, oh, there's this off-the-cuff thing down here, you gotta check it out, and then I never left.
We kept you.
Just like his character.
Yes.
Never leaves.
I started doing improv when I was in junior high school, and then I lucked out on getting into the improv team at my high school when I was a sophomore. From there, I kept building on that because I discovered how much I really And so when I came down to SUU, I actually came down following a friend who promptly left on mission and then came back to school here. So, but he had done improv with Off the Cuff. He'd introduced me to TJ and Wendy. TJ is Wendy's husband. And no, you're Dave.
This is Dave.
This is Dave. So I started playing as a guest player with Off the Cuff then, and I've stuck around since.
I came out to SUU, was going to do theater as my major. Was in an acting 1 class. Wendy was like sophomore at the time, right?
Yeah.
Or junior or something. Anyway, she was in there helping out and said, hey, we have this after like club, this improv club, you should come try it out. So I came and tried it out. I did theater in high school and stuff. It's a little bit of improv, but I went and did that and had fun. And then I turned into this.
For me, I did theater all through high school, came to SUU with the plan to do theater, was really introverted and quite shy, and had a professor say, like, there's this improv club that meets at 4 on Fridays. I really think it'd be good for Randy Seeley, thank you. I think it'd be really good if you, I know he gets the deluxe one. And she was like, whoa. And she was like, I really think it'd be good for you to get you out of your shell and to do stuff. And I was like, no, I'm not funny. It's not something I would be good at all. It's just not for me. And she said, well, this particular boy runs it, and I thought he was the cutest thing in the world, so I showed up.
And the rest
is history.
And so how many are in the group total? There are more of you on like a group membership.
Yes, yes. So we have like different tiers to our membership, but really the group that plays Fridays is like 5 of us, and then there's four more people who we're sort of creating another team with to maybe do more performances with, but they come and play with us also. So there's about 8 of us, which is what it's been pretty much throughout the 13 years. We feel like that's a nice, good number.
Yeah.
And for people who are really interested in coming to the Friday show, is what you did today kind of indicative of that, or does it vary? I mean, different games. How does it work in the show?
Yeah, we do different games. So we have like a bunch of games that we play, and we do another bunch of scenes called The Usual Suspects. Is a fun game that we play the second half. If you come to our Friday show, it's a lot like this though, where it's a lot of music and fun, and we play games and we just have a really good time. But it's 2 hours.
Yeah, and the cool thing is that with improv, what's so great about it is that there's never going to be the same show twice. So it's a renewable entertainment source. Yeah.
Cool. Are there any questions out here? I'll keep asking, but I definitely want to give you an opportunity.
At what point between when you started doing improv and like where you are now, when did you start losing like that self-consciousness that you kind of get when you start? When did you become comfortable? Like you don't really have to think about it.
Yeah,
Good question.
that is a good question. I think it's different for everyone. For me, it was like Wendy. I was very introverted and had pretty low self-esteem through junior high school. And it wasn't until starting to do theater and improv in high school that I really started kind of coming out of my shell and coming into my own. And I think it came from just the freedom of feeling like on stage, the audience is there to see you do whatever is going to happen. And they're not concerned with who you are or what you do or anything like that. They just want to see and be entertained. And so there's kind of a freedom to that kind of spreads to every other aspect of, at least for my personality, that allows me to feel less limited, I guess. Yeah.
And I don't know if the self-consciousness ever goes away. Like, I couldn't say that I exactly am like, yeah, got it. But, because we're always trying to try new things and do stuff, and we still every now and then have a show that is like, ooh,
Yep.
that one was a doozy. The good thing about improv is you never have to do a bad show twice.
Yeah.
The sad thing about improv is you never get to do your best show twice. So like,
Yeah.
it's this constant like chasing for that one thing. But I think the first time we had probably a really, really, really bad show, and we came out the other side laughing and better for it, is the first time that I think I exhaled for the first time probably. Because you realize you can fail, like it's a fine, you're gonna get through it, it's fine.
Yeah,
And you never have to do it again.
to feel like
We never have to do a Red
that
Center
show
show in
sucked.
St. George again.
Yeah.
That was a more terrible show.
Yeah, and I think for me too, the biggest thing that helped me get over that or get through that was like the talk about just good team members.
Yeah.
Because if you feel like you're supported no matter what you do, which is one of the tenets of improv anyway, is to yes and each other and support each other. Because I know these guys got my back on stage, and if I make a mistake, they're going to make that mistake into something beautiful instead of judging it and kicking it around and saying, why did you do that on stage? How did you do that? Right? It's not like that. So finding that those good people help. But it took a good couple of years to, I think, to just get out of that. So,
Yeah.
trying to be funny, which is one of the things you want to do. Is try to be funny.
Those are all valid points. And I agree with them.
You're like, I disagree with everything.
I've always wondered, I'm a musician, so improvisation is part of what we do too. I've always wondered with improv, comedy, and acting, are you thinking, like, in the moment, are you thinking one step ahead? Are you thinking immediately? Are you thinking are you playing 2 steps out in your head?
Generally, they train us to just react to what the person just said, just like any conversation.
Yeah.
Like fundamentally, right now we're doing improv,
Right.
right? So we just teach you to try and do
Which
that
is
on
like
stage.
the hardest thing to
It's
do.
honest.
Because
Yeah.
your brain wants to be 2 steps ahead.
Yeah, right.
Like the natural inclination for us is to plan or be ready because we don't want to look foolish or stupid and we want to be ready. And what we try and teach is to sort of take that completely out of the equation and just be present, which is a very difficult and hard thing for humans to do because we're so used to worrying and thinking about the next step and asking about our futures, yada yada yada. That's hard to just let it all fall away and be like, I'm just right here, right now.
So really right in the moment,
Yeah.
right as it happens,
Because
a
unless-
reaction.
Unless your partner's a mind reader, there's no way,
Right.
you know.
Yeah.
When it's at its best, I think that's when it's in the moment.
Yeah.
You're both reacting, there's the 2 people scene, right? You're both reacting in the moment to each other. And then
And you might be able to have a moment where you see where something might be going, but you don't ever once you give credence to that idea, and you start to play with intention, and intention kills improv too, because you have an idea like, I know where this is going. Then it becomes like, I want Dave to do this.
Yeah.
And because he can't read my mind, he's almost never going to do that thing.
Yeah.
So it's more about rolling with it than it is anything else. So, yeah.
It's also more fun that way, in my opinion, because that way you go to places and scenes that you never expected were going to happen, and that's the most fun part, I think.
Yeah.
Where all of a sudden you're doing a scene where I'm pantomiming Brad Pitt.
Yeah. Or like, I had no idea, like we had no idea that people were going to have to leave. And, so like the idea that like my family was walking out on me at Christmas is just something that like we roll with.
Right.
Because that's something that I'm like, oh, that's funny.
Are there any other questions? Yeah.
Does SUU have an improv team right now?
SUU, I don't think has an improv team right now, but you can come hang out with us at our theater, with classes and stuff, and we do stuff like that. I think that when we all created Off the Cuff, the improv team sort of
It lasted for a while.
a little while there, and then it kind of fizzled out. We've had people approach us and say they want to do an improv team. We always say yes, do that. That's awesome, but we don't ever know what happens. And since none of us go to SUU anymore, it's sort of hard for us to keep up with that. But
And are the classes listed on Facebook or website?
Our website, otccomedy.com.
Or start one.
In October.
The theater department started.
Yeah. Yeah, we would love that.
Other questions?
Something.
You answered when you said classes on.
Oh.
Yeah.
Cool. Any other questions? Yeah.
Do you have improv artists that you look up to?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. We actually just had our big improv festival where we invite all these people from all over. So yeah, we go out a lot and perform at improv festivals around the country and internationally actually. We did one in Ireland last year. And the way that works is you have to submit, so you basically have to audition and they choose you to be part of the festival. So we've had a chance to meet a lot of really cool, awesome people. And I think, obviously there are some improv greats that we've all sort of heard of, like Amy Poehler and Tina Fey.
Steve Carell, Steve Colbert.
All these people started improv. But as far as who we know and we love, and I look up to anyway, I would say there's a man named Nick Armstrong who does improv out in LA. That's just incredible. We have some really great people who do some really great work.
Yeah. I would say in addition to Nick Armstrong, there's a man named Ryan O'Connell who is also a director. He directed a movie called, if you can find it, it's awesome. It's called Bloodsucking Bastards. It's an awesome
He's heard
horror
of it. He'll
comedy.
be so excited. You've heard of it? He'll be so excited.
His comedy group, Dr. God, made
Wrote
that movie and are in it. So.
It's about vampires that take over an office. And it's like a funny horror movie.
It's very funny. Brian O'Connell, Jenna Bernard, Susan Messing, Dave Wazowski. Yeah.
I think I started looking up to the guys on those lines.
Yes, Colin Moxley.
Kinda like
Yeah, they kind
Because-
of made
kind of like-
improv like mainstream, if you
Only the
will.
janitor from Scrubs, he's
Neil
amazing.
Flynn.
Play often. He's an amazing improviser.
Cool.
Yeah.
Well, we're out of time. You both classes.
Yeah.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you guys.